What's up, my team? I hope you're good. I hope you've had a great weekend and ready for the week ahead. So, there is no handbook to this life. There is not one way to do this life, to live this life, and to be in this life. In fact, there's 8 billion different ways to live life. There's 8 billion different people, and every one of them have got a mind of their own and desires, wants, needs. So there's actually 8 billion ways to live this life. And I think that's what consciousness, God, source, universe has set all this up for, is for every single individual to live life how they want to live it on their terms. There is no handbook. Yeah, we can have guidance and coaches and to help us kind of push and pull us in the direction we want to go. Help us build confidence, which is probably the most important one we have, or the most important reason we have a coach. But yeah, there is no there is no handbook. There's no handbook to how we want to live our life. There's no handbook in how we want other people to live their life. We can only guide, support, encourage, and inspire. I never thought I would be sitting in front of a camera on a yoga mat with a blanket around my waist, um, banging on a drum every single day. But here we are. I've discovered a way and some disciplines that fit my life and that I enjoy doing. And I'm just going with the flow. I'm just allowing them to take me in the direction that I'm supposed to go in. Years ago, I was stuck. I was following the sheep, following the herd. In some cases, probably the ringleader, binge drinking, drug taking, fighting, drama, all the carry on, all the norms, well, the so-called norms in the society. And as sad as the major catalyst that happened to me was, it changed the trajectory of my life and set me on a better path for me. There's no wrong or right way to live this life, and everybody's got a choice to live it how they want to live, and that's totally fine. But in my instance, I knew that I wanted something better for myself. I wanted something more fulfilling, and here we are. We're still on the journey. We're still learning. We're still growing. We're still making mistakes every other day. I have coaches around me and mentors around me helping me to become my best version, to instill confidence in me and belief in me, to keep moving forward so that I can help as many people as possible on my journey. But yeah, there is no handbook, there is no rule book that you have to follow this to get this. Um, I know there's a lot of religious dogma out there that you need to do this, that, and the next time to get to this place and that place, but I just don't believe that at all. I believe it's about finding what works for you, and finding out what you're good at, find out what your passion is, and using that to unlock your best version. And there's a million different ways. In fact, I said it at the start, there's 8 billion different ways to do that. There's not just one way. There is no handbook. So yeah, just a little bit of encouragement from me to you to inspire you to live your life, to do things how you want to do them. There's a million different ways to do it, and it's just about you finding what works for you. If it is running, if it is mixed martial arts, if it is yoga, if it is climbing, if it's hiking, doesn't matter what it is, as long as it resonates with you, it makes you feel good, and you can begin to unlock yourself in many different ways. So yeah, there is no handbook. Did I think for 1 minute when I was just say 20 years ago that I would be here right now? Definitely not, but I'm here. I've wanted to change, I've been ready to change, and 20 years ago making that change, 20 years on, still making changes, still putting fires out every single day, going through my challenges, my tests, The universe asking me, do you really want this? Do you really want your desires? Can you hold your desires? Are you strong enough to keep a hold of them and allow them to come into fruition long enough for them to fully and truly manifest? And I'm still going through that and will always go through that. When you want to level up, when you want to do better, when you want to help more people, then the universe is going to come in and test you and throw challenges, throw distractions your way, and it's up to you to stand strong, become stoic in your approach to life, and keep moving forward in the direction that feels good for you. And yeah, you're only blocking yourself if you are a person that is belittling or ridiculing another way of moving towards enlightenment. I believe there's a million different ways to be enlightened, to become enlightened. The best sewer or knitter in the world will be enlightened in that area, in that field, more than anybody else. And it's the same for the best fighter in the world. It's the same for the longest meditator or the best meditator in the world. They're going to be enlightened just a wee bit more than anybody else in that area. So there's not one way to do it. There is no handbook. I want to speak also about my drum, my shamanic drum. Something I never ever thought that I would be practicing or banging or doing what I'm doing with it. This right here has become my secret weapon. This is my weapon right here. It used to be these, and it still is in some cases in a sports form. But this right here is working so much magic for me right now. And I never thought I would be banging drums or going up into the woods, sitting myself for an hour at a time and just banging the drum and just allowing that vibration to move through me, allow it to shift emotions and feelings and any stuck energy within me. I will sit and I will bang that. People walk by and it just doesn't even faze me anymore. Whereas a time before I'd probably be a little bit insecure about that. But right now, no, it's just ready to go. But also this drum, I'm using this in my one-to-one sessions, and it's the guys are coming out of the Reiki and the breathwork journey and saying that drum just does something and it releases something. It just gives us the session, gives the journey just that little bit more of an edge. And also taking this drum into the schools, we're working with kids. I have a program, it's a second block of this program. So we're on week number 10 this week coming actually. And the second 6 week block is when I first started taking it in. So 3 sessions ago. When I do the kids, sorry, it's a kids who breathe program. When I take the kids through this program, and I get them to lie down and just focus on belly breathing at the end. I will bang this drum for like 5 minutes at a time. The benefits, the feedback that I'm getting has been incredible. It's been so worthwhile, so fulfilling for me. After the first group, I asked how the drumming helped with the practice because I could see that with the first time they'd just lay completely still and they were completely immersed in the breath and immersed in the room and immersed in the vibration from the drum. And I asked one of the kids, I says, like, how was that? One of the kids said that my eyes were closed, it was completely dark, but I could see like white circles coming from the drum towards me. And I was like, whoa, what is that? Can you describe it more? And they couldn't quite describe it, but I says, so it's like the vibration of the drum, the vibration's creating a circle and it's coming towards you. And they were like, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. And I was like, whoa, what is that? Like, what is that? I thought in my head, like I would need to take some plant medicine to get that effect, to see that perspective. I didn't say that to the kids, also, obviously, but um, that right there blew me away, and I thought, what is that? Is that like quantum physics, quantum entanglement? I don't know exactly. I'll need to find out. But they're actually seeing the vibration, shapes, and colours coming from the drum because obviously their energy, because they are so young, they've not got as much responsibility or stress in their life or in their body, that they're open to receive that sort of message just from the banging of a drum. And it's incredible to see and witness, because what's happening right there is they're getting into a complete meditative state of complete relaxation. And whatever the drum, I always ask the drum to help me in the healing journey. I ask for the vibration to resonate through the person or the people, and just to help to heal any blockages, and just any trauma, any stress, just allow them to release and let it go. So yeah, this right here has become my weapon of choice. It's my secret weapon, and I'm just so grateful that I'm building the confidence just to be myself, because there is no handbook to this life. So whatever it is that you want to do, whoever it is you want to be, then find the confidence, somehow find the confidence within yourself to be that person, to become your best version. In a society where, for men especially, it's either football or fighting, and if you don't do any of them, then you sit in the pub and you watch them. But it doesn't need to be like that. We're human beings, we're men, but you can express yourself, you can do whatever it is you want to do for a sport, a hobby, an activity. Express yourself in whatever way, means, or form that you want to express yourself. And I'm just going with the flow with this. I'm still scratching the surface with it. I'm still a beginner, and I'm going to continue to go deeper within myself and deeper into these practices, because it's doing nothing but amazing things and bringing so much fulfillment and so much abundance and so much good energy towards me. When you start to align yourself, your purpose, your dream, your hobby, your whatever it is, then the universe will start to like shuffle the cards and bring everything into place for you. So I'm just going to leave it at that there, guys. Just want to say thanks for the support. I'll be putting more up here. In fact, I'm looking to start a podcast with myself and Amanda. It might not just be like me and her all the time, just for commitment and work purposes, but we're going to start a joint sort of venture in a podcast where maybe sometimes it will just be me, and sometimes it will be Amanda. But this is something that we need to do as a couple, as parents, as human beings, as business owners, just to get the message out there and just to help as much people as possible. So I'll leave it at that. I'm looking forward to getting this podcast started. It's just something that resonates with me, and I'm just going to leave it with hopefully this sound comes through the screen, through the speakers in a good way, that you can get the benefit of this. So have a good day, guys. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Take care. Thank you, team. Have a good day. Take care.